feels it gets.
Hey, this is Marcia Prince, IFBB Bikini Pro and Guest Berry Nutrition spokesmodel, and you are listening to the UCW radio show, In Your Face.
The number you have reached, 911, has been changed to a non-published number.
You're listening to UCW Radio.
In your face.
Give it to me, baby.
All right, welcome to the UCW radio show, and today we're talking racing and drag racing, to be more specific. In the world of drag racing, you know, people look at it and it's more of a man's sport. But in this instance, we have something pretty unique. We have a couple. Married couple that actually race not only as a team, but also race against each other, which is pretty interesting. They're known as Parise Racing. You have Dina and Andrew Parise. They're a husband and wife pro mod drag racing team, and I think that you're going to find this story interesting. So we have Dina Parise. That is actually, she's in the green room. She's going to be coming on the show right about now. But I wanted to have you guys just listen to a story because I think it's interesting enough. You know, drag racing itself is one thing, but to have not only a woman doing it, but a couple that's unique in nature. But anyway, without further ado, let's bring on Dina Parise.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
All right, Dina, welcome to the UCW radio show.
Thanks very much for having me. I appreciate it.
No worries. You know, for our listeners that aren't and what you and your husband have done, basically, you guys are probably one of the best drag racing couples in the country, but no one really knows about you.
Yeah, I think, unfortunately, we kind of have flown under the radar a little bit. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Parise Racing has flown under the radar a little bit, I think, but we're going to try and stop that.
Well, you're definitely going to stop that and turn things around. It's just you know, again, as far as drag racing is concerned, a lot of people see it and they figure, all right, some guys getting in some fast cars and speeding off and racing, just like from American Graffiti or something. But you have a different animal here because drag racing is big money.
Yes, drag racing is very big money. I think that people don't realize that. You know, it is a bit of a costly sport, and especially with us. I mean, you know, we have two. We're costly, although we are not as much as NASCAR.
Right.
And I do think the great thing about our sport, and I'm not putting down NASCAR at all, but the great thing I think about NHRA and about drag racing itself, there's NHRA, there's ADRL, there's NMCA. You know, we do match racing, so we kind of go all over with that. But I think the great thing about our sport is the fact that every ticket is a pit pass. You know, our fans get to come right into our pit area. They're right on top of our cars. So, you know, for our sponsors, you know, their brand, their logo, they're right on top of everything. They get to meet us. They get to talk with us, shake our hands. You know, we're not 1,000 feet away. They don't need a golden ticket to get to see the drivers. So it's kind of the cool thing about drag racing is, you know, we're very one-on-one with our fans. That's the cool part about it, I think.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. I mean, that's I guess the general rule in drag racing, or the general overview, that fans have a true fan experience when they go to see a race.
Absolutely. It's definitely the best part about what we do, I think.
Okay, you know, look, and this show that we're doing right now is great. We're talking about drag racing as a whole, but I want to kind of target in on you guys, because you and your husband, you're a couple, you're a married couple. You guys drag race, not just him drag racing, and you're
No.
raising a flag. Both of you guys get in these cars, and you're even competitive with each other.
Yes, we have a motto. Our motto is, when the helmets go on, the wedding bands come off, and our rivalry begins at home. So, when it really, and it's not even, I kind of like to say when the rig pulls out of the driveway, but it's really not. Our rivalry is like, it could be from flipping a meatball or a pancake. Who does it better? Like, we're competing all the time for everything.
Well,
it's so funny. Like, who gets to the shower first in the morning? Like, it's just everything. So we're just very competitive by nature. We've been asked in the pit area if we sell tickets to our show, like our show in the pit area, because we're like two little meatball flinging Italians. I'm 5 feet tall. My husband's about 5'6", 5'7". So, we're definitely like, not, I'm a little on the vertically challenged side, you know what I mean? So we're not two big, tall people. And then we get out of this big, huge rig, and we have a great time together. We're always laughing, and we're always cutting one another up in the pit area. Our poor crew chief, Dave Jordan, he's been with us from the beginning, and he takes us with a grain of salt. I just don't know how he does it. And the fact that we're a husband and wife, that's the best part about it too, because our fans love it. The fans get a kick out of it. Yeah, because we appeal to the male and the female.
Yeah, and I've seen you guys in action, so I can attest to that.
Yes, you have.
That banter that you guys have with each other. I gotta ask you, and I didn't ask you this when I met you in person. How or why did you guys get involved in drag racing?
Well, it's funny because my husband's been drag racing for years. He's probably been drag racing for probably 20 years almost. But for me, I was a figure skater. I was a competitive figure skater. I did it professionally. I skated for ice skates for years. Like I said, my husband, he was drag racing before I met him. We're together now, I don't know, 15, 16 years.
I got to stop you. I got to stop you for a second. So we have an ice ballerina and a drag racer.
Yeah.
And, how did you guys get together? That's crazy.
We met by accident through a friend. And we had both gotten divorced. So this is round two, figure that out. And we both had gotten divorced, and we met. But like I said, I was always really competitive, and I just came from that background. And he built a car that he had, this '67 Canal, which was beautiful. It was, it was blown, had the big blower sticking out of the top, and he was competing with that. And the very first time I saw it go down the track, I was hooked. I'll never forget it. And I remember calling my mom and saying, "Oh, Mom, this is the coolest thing ever." And she knew from that minute that I was going to be in the car. And much to my husband's dismay, about a year later, I went to Frank Coley Drag Racing School and took his course and took his 2-day course and got my license. And when my husband was building his Pro Mod, I stepped into a Super Comp car and ran Super Comp when he was testing the Pro Mod. And then I kind of got bored. Not that there's anything wrong with Super Comp, because I think that, that our sportsman races are the backbone of our sport. But I got bored in the car, and I really wanted something with more power. Again, much to my husband's dismay.
But did he know? Did he know you were going for this license, or were you like telling him, "Honey"?
Yeah. No, he sent me.
Oh, so it wasn't one of these deals like, "Honey, I'm going to go get a container of milk and I'll be right back," and you come back 3 hours later, type of thing.
No, but he wouldn't put past me to do something like that either.
Okay.
But,
yeah, right.
No, but right. But and you've met me, so I don't think you'd put that past me either. But
that's why I bring it up, because I can just see him sitting in the garage working on the car, and you're like, "I'll be back. I'm gonna go buy some milk," and you come back 3 hours later. Then all of a sudden, boom, you have a license, and you throw it in his face. You're like, it's
Yeah,
on.
no. I went, we went to Florida, and it was a 2-day course, and I took the course, and, and I just say much to his dismay, because, he kind of like, oh, here she goes. I'm kind of one of those people. I mean, I'm just kind of one of those people that's like, well, you try it. Either you do well at it or you fail.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just happen to really like it. So, then...
No pressure for him. No pressure for him at all, right?
Yeah. Yeah, no pressure for him. So now, we built this second Pro Mod, and we have a Pro Mod team, and, here we are, and we've... we had done really well. 2010, we ran 23 events. We had great backing to, get the team built and to have the cars built, and we ran 23 events, and we did really well, finals and winning races, and and then the big sponsor that we had backed out, and we lost that, and then we ran, I think, about 5 events last year. One of them I crashed, unfortunately.
Of course
and,
you did.
Yeah,
but you weren't.
You
weren't hurt, were you?
No, I mean, it definitely is a testament to the safety of these cars. I happened to be racing my husband. I happened to be kicking his butt at the time.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, which was really unfortunate. I had him out of the hole. I had him to half track.
I don't even want to look at the forensic records. I don't know what he was doing.
Yeah, I had him. So I had that going for me.
Okay, well, he didn't go. He didn't go have anything snipped on the car, did he?
Yeah. But you know what? I got out of the car and I made lunch. So
okay, well,
I hit the wall at 130, 40 something miles an hour and made lunch. So I can't. That's why when I see sometimes people that make a lot of money and they get upset when they they get hit in the nose or hurt a finger. I'm like, come on, buck it up, get going. I can hit the wall at 150 miles an hour, get out and make lunch.
And it's not and racing and what you guys do is not cheap. Just so our listeners understand, it's not just having the 2 cars and the maintenance on the cars. You have a horrendous, I'm going to call it rig, where you kind of put the cars in and you travel around the country with.
Yes.
And that doesn't come cheap. That's like, that's bigger than the house.
Yeah, it's pretty much our living quarters when we travel around, and the people that help us that are nice enough to come and help us. I mean, they literally, I feed them, they stay with us. It's me and usually like 5 guys in this motorhome. It's close quarters, but, we do what we can. There's a lot of sacrificing to try to do what we do for the love of what we do. So it's okay.
All right.
We like it.
But you guys spent a lot of cash on your racing, and from your rig to your cars and the maintenance on top of that, and you raced all those races in 2010. Last year you said you did 5, and this year you really haven't done much. And it's not because you don't want to do it; it's because you hit a brick wall. And let's talk about that brick wall that you guys hit.
That's correct. Unfortunately, this year, as far as our sponsorship and marketing partners went, last year we were able to play with a little bit of what we had left over, and this year it just wasn't there. So, we're just we figured we'd have to take a break and just kind of regroup, and we're hoping that things are going to look up for 2013. So, we're looking for sponsors and marketing partners for 2013, and we hope that that's going to look up. We know that the team, the way it is, my husband and myself, we know that for any marketing partner that we have, we'll work very hard for them for, whatever their product is or their company, to get their company's name out there and give them the most positive visibility that we can. So, that's really what we're all about. And, hopefully somebody will take a look at us and say, hey, our name would look great on that car. and they would be great spokespeople for us. And, and like I said, that goes back to our fans coming in to meet us and greet us. And, we give out the hero cards, and their names are on the hero cards, give them something tangible to take home. And, and it just works well for everybody.
Well, and there's a purpose for those hero cards, right?
Yeah. I mean, the hero cards, of course, it has our face and our name and our car on it, but it also has our sponsors' names on it. So when they look and they see their name and their logo on the card, and then they also go to the website and, and the social media, and then they see the sponsor's name there as well. Okay. And then they're able to go and, purchase their products and whatnot. So, so it works all the way around.
All right, Dina, on that note, we have to take a quick break, and we're going to be right back.
Funhouse is going to be a hard show to top, but that's my job. That's what I have to figure out. Whether I have to light myself on fire and shoot myself out of a cannon, that's what I have to do. I have to figure it out. And that's the fun part for me. I had a lot left over from my last breakup with my current husband, baby daddy, so it's just kind of all over the place. And it's fun. I was having a lot of fun. I think that's a new thing for me. I was just having a lot more fun than I've ever had before. And I think production-wise, it's a lot more interesting. And the musicality, I feel like I raised the bar for myself.
I've got another headache again tonight. Eyes on fire, and the burn from all the tears. I've been crying, I've been dying over you. Tying knot in the rope, trying to hold, but there's nothing to grab, so I let go. I think I finally had enough. I think I maybe think too much.
I think the way that Willow has inspired my music is that the easiest way I can explain it is I used to be very dramatic, and I'm not at all anymore. And I used to wake up and be like, what do I have to do today? And I don't feel good. Maybe I have cancer. I used to just be really dark, and now I'm like, I wake up and check her pulse and make sure she's not having a temperature, and then we dance, and we dance, and we dance, and we dance, and we go on bike rides, and we dance some more, and everything's a song, and it's just a lot more fun.
Hey, tell me now, what can I take? Don't let go. My head's beginning to swirl, to swirl, to swirl. Hold on tight. It's us against the world. The world, the world. I can feel your heartbeat next to mine, to mine, to mine. It's like you surround me in every part of my life. So let the rain start falling, falling down from the sky, the sky, the sky. If heaven and earth separate, our love will keep us alive. So let it rain down on me. Just let it rain down on me. Let it rain. I can feel the storm moving over above us. Lightning, it crashes, and the floods are trying to destroy us. I can feel your heartbeat next to mine, to mine, to mine. It's like you surround me in every part of my life. So let the rain start falling, falling down from the sky, the sky, the sky. If heaven and earth separated, our love will keep us alive. So let it rain down on me. Just let it rain down on me. Let it rain. Let it rain over me. So let the rain start falling, falling down from the sky, the sky, the sky. If heaven and earth separated, our love will keep us alive. So let it rain down on me. Just let it rain down on me.
If you're having trouble paying your mortgage, chances are you may have already heard from a con artist. They may guarantee to save your home and ask you to pay a fee up front, but that will make your housing situation go from bad to worse. The fact is, if you're facing foreclosure, worried about being behind on your mortgage, or just want to know more about avoiding scams like these, free help is available. Find out more at ftc.gov/yourhome. That's ftc.gov/yourhome. A message from the Federal Trade Commission.
Audience, say it with me. Legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's gonna be legendary. It's going to be legendary.
The Ultimate Martial Art Experience, Action Martial Art Magazine Hall of Fame, January 25th and 26th this year. Don't miss it. Bigger and better than ever. More stars, more people, bigger rooms. We're expanding everything. Friday night parties, seminars, so be there. You need to call me, 718-856-8070, and I'll tell you more.
So we fight and then we loving. In the AM, maybe we'll be nothing. And you say you like that real thuggy. But you hate it when them confused flow. For real though, love came through the front, went out the back though. Emotions are running, the pressure is coming. Can't believe you love me, cause your feelings are funny.
I'm so tired of going up and down, round and round. I'm so over it, I'm breaking down. I'm about to call it quits, I done had enough of it. My heart is so cold, I can't find no love here. I'm so tired of going up and down, round and round. I'm so over it, I'm breaking down. I'm about to call it quits, I done had enough of it. My heart is so cold, I can't find no love here.
See my heart on broken, confidence stolen. My mind going crazy, should I stay or keep going? She don't love me, well I gotta embrace it. If I don't love her, baby girl, you gotta face it. The thing about love, you can't find it or neither trace it. If love was a test, you either fail or you ace it. Love me for who I am. If not, I don't give a damn. You want the cars, house, and designer things. I get it, baby girl, you want the finer things. And I ain't hating on you, go and get it now. Matter of fact, go and get it, make daddy proud. Everything changed when you say the L word. Cause I can't say it back, I don't know what to tell her.
I can't find no love here.
You say what is love? It's a powerful word, and it's more than great. Man, that shit can hurt.
I'm so tired of going up and down, round and round. I'm so over it, I'm breaking down. I'm about to call it quits, I done had enough of it. My heart is so cold, I can't find no love here. I'm so tired of going up and down, round and round. I'm so over it, I'm breaking down. I'm about to call it quits, I done had enough of it. My heart is so cold, I can't find no love here. I got a lot of hard feelings. Wall up, war stuck. Hard up, start up. Don't wanna fall, cause I can't let another one in.
Live on the web, it's you and others to live. And I'm going through hell, wanna release a couple shoes. You wanna upgrade, baby, and that's a fact. But you don't get it just like that. You don't throw away what we had just like that. You leave a real shout, I bet you come right back. And you said that I cheated in the past, that's true. And in the future I did everything you asked me, boo. Yeah, I cheated and you cheated, but in the end it's in the wind, baby, where we meet. It's not the end, we're pretending, make this all a secret. Emotional roller coaster, the pain is almost over. The monkey is off my shoulder.
I can't find no love here.
Time.
I'm so tired of going up and down, round and round. I'm so over it, I'm breaking down. I'm about to call it quits, I done had enough of it. My heart is so cold, I can't find no love here. I'm so tired of going up and down, round and round. I'm so over it, I'm breaking down. I'm about to call it quits, I done had enough of it. My heart is so cold, I can't find no love here.
No stress, so bliss. Nothing like Kanye West. Just had to let a few things off my chest, and that's it. Yeah, I know some of y'all going through it. Y'all see me go through it, but I'm good though, you feel me? Move on, another day, another trouble, another stress. See it.
All right, we're back on the UCW radio show with Dina Parise, and let's get back into it. And your cars are unique, you know, not only the body style and how it's all set up, but as far as the graphic design that you have on the vehicles. I mean, there's a story behind that. So if you can touch on car by car, I think our listeners would like to hear it, because even though visually they're not seeing the cars, but they can see the car if they're looking at your page or your website. So now you're going to tell the story behind the ink.
Sure. If they go to PariseRacing.com, it's Parise racing.com, There's a lot of pictures there, and they see our Facebook too, and Twitter and all that. My husband's is a '53 Corvette. Our cars are not, your traditional. They're carbon fiber bodies. My husband's is painted like a P-40 fighter plane, which is really cool. It looks great out there. Our paint schemes, and I hate to call them a scheme, but that's what they are dedicated to the U.S. military. We get asked a lot why, and our basic answer is because we feel like maybe this country sometimes has a short attention span, so what's a better way to wake them up than at 240 miles an hour? That's basically how we feel. So that's how they came about. Okay. So his looks like a P-40 fighter plane, and in the back we have fallen soldier, and we also have both POW flag with the saying on the POW flag. I know a lot of people are not aware that there actually is a saying that goes along with that. It has to do with freedom of speech, and who gave us freedom of speech is pretty neat. There's a lot of pictures of that specifically. My car reads like a history page from front to back. The passenger side has, in the front, on both sides, there's a American flag draped over it, and within the American flag there are actually protesters. And then as you get further back, you see soldiers helping one another, and then there are Huey helicopters with 1st Cav Medevac, and so this is the Vietnam theme side. And then as you get a little further back, there is he was, according to my history theme, he was a soldier in the Vietnam War, and he is now leaning against the Vietnam Wall. And there are actually two significant names on there. The rest of them are made up. Okay. On the other side, there is a stealth bomber with Humvees and then soldiers helping one another. So we have kind of a newer and an older version. Not anything that you would think a woman probably would step out of. There's no paint on it or anything. So, but that's my car.
Yeah, but your car is fierce, and you mentioned about you and your husband being you being vertically challenged. You made me go in that car. Okay, and my back is still hurting me from going in that car. So I think the cars are just built for somebody just to jump in, like the Dukes of Hazzard. That's about it. That's a little tough.
The cars are actually built for us. My car was built specifically for me. His car was built specifically for him.
Oh
so,
my God! And
yeah.
you made me go in your car?
I didn't know you were in his car.
I was in his car, but it doesn't matter. It was painful. It was painful. I was sweating up a storm. But Dina, let me ask you something. You guys, you have your cars, you have this stuff, but you're also doing a lot of charitable work out there that I think people should hear, because you're not doing it for the publicity. You're doing it because it's the right thing to do in you and your husband's mind. So why don't you talk about a few of the things that you've been doing?
We do. It's kind of another thing that kind of under the radar. We do a lot of work with the military. We work with different charities. We've done a lot of work with the Intrepid Fallen Heroes Fund, with the Wounded Warrior Project. We just did some work with the New York State Trooper Marine Corps Association. So with some different, just different military charities. We do a lot of work with veterans because it's kind of what we're all about. But we also do work with different charities. We get asked to do work with different charities just on a whole. We just kind of feel like we're fortunate to do what we do, so we like to give back. It's, we're lucky because we can do what we do. Right. So we like to be able to give back. And, we just feel like our veterans, we like to recognize them, recognize that freedom is not free, and that they've just sacrificed so much for us. We started a program that also flew under the radar. We called it Vets for Vets. And what we did was, when we went to different events at different tracks, we would invite veterans, wounded soldiers, and active duty members. And what we would do is we would go to the track owners and operators, and I would ask them, okay, can I have a suite and tickets? And I would either work the food out with them or a local restaurant, depending on how their food situation worked. And we would get them a free day of racing, sometimes up to 25 or 30 of them. And the very first video on our YouTube channel, our Parise Racing YouTube channel, is the Vets program that we did in Virginia. Somebody made us a really nice video for that. Wayne Colville, he's a reporter down at CBS in Richmond, Virginia. And, it just gave them a free day of racing, a nice day out, get them out of the hospital if they've been in the hospital. Like these kids were in McGuire's. They had been there for months. They hadn't been out of the hospital. So they got a nice day of racing, and they got to get out, see some racing, get some free swag, and they had a good day. So that's kind of what we feel like it's all about.
Well, you went down to Virginia, did all this stuff, and they took the footage, and that was a reporter that did that, right?
Yes.
Okay, now you guys are based in New York.
Yes.
Okay, and you represent the great state of New York, or the city of New York,
Yes.
or Long Island, or however you want to put it.
Yes.
Yeah, how's the media treating you, with what you guys are doing in your own backyard?
It's we're kind of non-existent. I've gone to different media outlets, but they don't find it newsworthy. So they we had the cause.
They'll go pick up a story of a cat in a tree, but you guys, doing what you do, because I find your story interesting. But even the good things that you do, they're not even willing to give you anything out there to help you with your cause, or even let people know what you're doing.
Yeah, unfortunately, no. When we were doing the fundraiser for the New York State Trooper Marine Corps Association, I was trying to get some press for that, and it was very difficult. The hot dog hooker was more interesting, apparently, than a veteran's cause. So
and
yeah.
And Newsday is your paper, right? And where you're at, that's your main paper. Is that a fact?
Newsday is the big paper. Yeah.
Oh, shame on you, Newsday. I mean, really. I mean, it's a responsibility of the media to report on the goings on in their backyard. Of course, there's a lot of bad stuff that goes on out there, and they want to get more bang for the buck. But come on, when you have your homegrown champs out there trying to make some magic and do something on a national or international scale, you have to get some play from them, and I think that's I think it's just wrong, and I think that's just wrong. But hopefully, with you coming on this show, maybe that'll help a little bit.
Well, thank you. You know what? We really appreciate the fact that that you kind of see that what we do is, the sport is great. The sport it's such a fantastic sport. It's a family sport, which is another great thing about it. You can come out, you can take your kids out, you can be out there all day, you can have a great time. That's the great thing about it. The fact that my husband and I do it together is fantastic. We have a great time doing it. We love our fans. And we have a lot of fans on Long Island. Unfortunately, we don't have a track here, but we get to.
Is it not legal? Is it not legal in New York, drag racing?
It's not that it's not legal. We just don't have a race. We don't have on Long Island. We don't have a drag strip. So we kind of have to go everywhere off of the island.
Yeah, but don't you have the LIE?
I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch that.
So there's no place for you guys to actually perform for your fans, and I guess it's hard for them to get out. When you guys are going further out. When you go to Virginia, wherever you go down south, cross country, it's hard for them to show their support in person. But they're there, and they're watching you on TV or whatever the case may be, and they're there for you, right?
Yeah, our fans are fantastic. We have so, and social media is such a great thing now that, you know, our fans can really stay in touch and find out, you know, where we're going to be. So sometimes if we're showing the cars or, you know, we're going to be somewhere that's close, if we're going to be, you know, in Jersey, or if we're going to be in Pennsylvania, somewhere that's close to them that isn't a drive, then they'll come and see us there.
All right. Now, right now, you're looking for sponsors for your next season, right?
Yeah, we're trying to gear up for 2013. So, you know, we're getting started now. And, yeah, we'd love if anybody, they want to contact us, you know, info@Parise Racing, or just hop on PariseRacing.com and, you know, contact us. We'd love it to see if, you know, anybody wants interested in sponsorship, they can contact us and we can, you know, talk about it.
I mean, obviously you're looking for, you know, corporate or I guess a tire maker or something like that. You want to keep something relevant, but you can also put something sports related on there. I guess you can kind of change up the car to work with the marketer, right?
Well, you know what? It can be anything. It really can be anything. You can really go out of the box. You know, I mean, the fact that I was a professional figure skater, you know, can go in so many areas. I'm a hairdresser by trade. You know, being female is not such an anomaly in the sport, but from a marketing standpoint, you know, there are a lot of females that watch this sport.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so, you know, we have our ratio is about 60-40 now. So that's pretty good.
So you're telling me that
marketing.
Are you telling me that chicks dig racing?
Chicks dig racing.
I like it.
Yeah. So, you know, it's great from a marketing standpoint. So, you know, you can really go out of the box for someone who has, you know, a product that, you know, is for females that, you know, it's the way to go.
Okay, so it's not just a manly advertiser. You know, you can get a marketer that's doing something female related. I mean, it can be anything, I guess. Well, almost anything.
Sure.
You don't want any.
Sure.
You don't want to advertise tampons. I don't think that'd be a good thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
Hey, you never know.
I don't know how that would look at a car.
Hey, you never know. But you know,
know.
and my nickname is the chef. So, you know, I mean, I do a lot of cooking for the team itself. You know, so I mean, food related products. It really could be anything. I mean, we really run the gamut with anything. So, you know, we really think out of the box. Could be anything.
Well, can I ask you a question with your car? Because I know you have the I'm going to call it, I don't know what the terminology you use, but I'm going to say the shell on top. Now, is that interchangeable, or is that just stuck on the car?
Are you talking about the paint?
No, not the paint, the actual body of the car, the outer body, the outer shell.
Oh, no, that's there.
Oh, that's there. Okay, so basically every time you change the car up, you actually have to repaint the car.
Yeah, our cars are painted.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes what they'll do is if they have to, they'll wrap something over it.
Okay, and an advertiser, there's no problem with getting an advertiser's logo on there, and that's it. You know, you're open to hearing all ideas, and anyone that, even if they know someone, and if they want to really get in tune and tap into that market, because it's not. You don't have just 10 people watching racing. You have millions of people watching these shows.
Absolutely. There are a lot of people watching racing. You know, a lot of the fans are right there. And once again, like I said, the fans are, you know, we're one-on-one with the fans, and so they're one-on-one with you know, their brand and logo, that's the best part about the sport.
Okay. Well, look, Dina, you and your husband comprise... You guys together combined are Parise Racing. You've been there. You've done it. You jumped into a sport where I guess if someone today saw you trying to do it for the first time, they would say that you're out of your mind. But you guys came together and had some bumps in the road, everything else, but you actually brought it together. And really, how many couples are actually racing together on that circuit? I don't think too many, if any. Yeah, and you would know better than I.
Yeah, I mean, there's a motorcycle team that races together. Where I think we're the only pro modified, only pro modified team. But I think there might be a dragster team out there. So, but I don't think there are too many that compete against one another. I think the motorcycle team is about the only other one that competes against one another. There are some that are like crew chief and a driver, but we're just about one of the only ones that competes against one another, which is kind of cool.
And when you guys first competed against each other, I have to ask, did people think you were joking? Did your husband think you were joking that you were going to do that?
Oh, no, it was no joke. No. As soon as that helmet goes on, it's done. It's done. And he'll tell you, when the Christmas tree comes down, there's a reaction time at the light. Mm-hmm. And he'll tell you, I kick his butt at the tree every time. And he will admit that fact. It's pretty funny. Like it is pretty funny. It's kind of the family joke. He's like, yeah, she kicks my butt at the tree every time. It's pretty funny.
Well, you guys are competitive, no doubt about it. You're in a sport that is actually growing tremendously. Again, I don't know how the organization deals with marketing their racers. I don't know if they do it like NASCAR or they don't. But the bottom line is that what you guys are doing, it's actually, just what you guys did is a marketing tool. Okay, so any advertisers out there, any marketers, if you're looking for an opportunity to actually jump on board a vehicle, no pun intended, a vehicle that can actually, get you to the masses, a different type of crowd, okay, where you would tap into a market that a lot of people really don't tap into, then, you gotta go to PariseRacing.com and check them out. And, find out what the couple's doing, find out, how you can get involved, because I have a feeling that what you're seeing now and the lack of sponsorship, I think it's going to be short-lived, especially if what I think is in the future for them is going to be coming about. So it's going to be an interesting ride, no doubt about it. Now, Dina, in closing, why don't you and just repeat it again, let our listeners know how they can find out about you, follow you, and all that other jazz. Just the floor is all yours.
Great. Thank you very much. Well, it's PariseRacing.com, so it's Parise Racing.com, and they can find us on Facebook at Parise Racing and on Twitter and LinkedIn, and we have a YouTube page as well. So, and you can find all of that as well right on our website.
Okay, awesome. All right, so again, PariseRacing.com. Check it out. Follow this team, because I think, and this is my opinion, but if my opinion becomes fact, I want a pat on the back from you guys. But no, I think that you're going to see a lot more of the Parise Racing team, and they may become a household name sooner than later. You never know. Okay, but with that, Dina, thank you for coming on the show. We look to have you on again and get some updates with what's going on with you guys, because I think if we talk in the next few months, that your story is going to be a lot different.
That sounds great. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
You got it, Dina. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
You're listening to UCW Radio. In your face.
What is your major malfunction?
So let it be written. So let it be done.
Ladies and gentlemen, my mother thanks you, my father thanks you, my sister thanks you, and I thank you.